In a minute.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, August has really been below average as far as those numbers go. I mean, just last year they were seeing 120. We really haven't seen that. So this week might feel a little bit of rough because it's a little bit warmer than what we've been seeing in the last couple weeks. But Olivia, I always bring you good news. September 6th, they think we'll start cooling down in preparation for fall. So fingers crossed on that. I'm excited for fall to get underway because 9 months pregnant this heat. No, thank you. Excessive heat warnings. Yeah, we are tracking this. This is from starting tomorrow, 10 a.m., really running through Labor Day weekend. Temperatures 105 to 110. Now, like Olivia said, again, these are temperatures we kind of typically expect this time of year, around 109 to 110. But the coast could see those temperatures at 10 to 20 degrees above average for Labor Day weekend. For us, again, right around average, a few degrees above. So while you expect those temperatures around this time of year, it's still good to be reminded that it is going to be hot out there. So if you've lived here all your life, you're used to the 1-teens, still stay hydrated. If you're 9 months pregnant like me, maybe don't be out at noon trying to run a marathon. Tomorrow, here's what we're looking at for those highs across the region. 114 for Palm Springs. We're seeing La Quinta, 113, also 113 in Thermal. Banning, again, along the pass, a little bit cooler, 102 for tomorrow. Temperatures outside right now, 106 for Palm Springs. Again, as we get to Monday, that high pressure system that we haven't really talked about, it's been more bringing that monsoon moisture. Now it's going to be bringing in those hot temperatures. That's going to continue to build as we get into this week. Comfort Air 3-day forecast, and 114 for Tuesday, 115 for Wednesday. Monsoonal moisture might be coming in as we get into later the week, kind of also making it hot and humid. So we'll prepare for that. We'll break that down in that full forecast coming in. Those clear blue skies, very different conditions, right, than we've been seeing these last few weeks with that monsoon moisture kind of coming into Southern California, bringing some humidity, bringing some big cumulus clouds. I was pointing them out to my husband this weekend, which I'm sure he just loves. Today's high, around seasonable temperatures. Again, around this time of year, we're looking at 109. We're just below that today, 106. But we're jumping up to the 1-teens as we get into tomorrow. Here's a look at those temperatures across the valley. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's talk about this real quick. This is for tomorrow, again, Tuesday and Wednesday. Like I said, we're in the 1-teens starting tomorrow, 114, 115 for Palm Springs, looking at 113 and 112 for Thermal. And while those temperatures are warm, doesn't look like we're going to be breaking any records. Tuesday's high was from 1984, was 119 degrees for that record-breaking number, 118 for Wednesday in 1950. And we'll take a look at 1950 also for Thermal, 120 degrees. So we're not going to break any records. Doesn't mean it's not going to be hot tomorrow. Here's those temperatures across the valley. It's hour 90s up in the high desert, 102 at the base. Still triple digits for the low desert, 92 in Banning, and then just below 80 degrees up in Big Bear. Overnight tonight, again, those temperatures staying pretty above average like we've been seeing these last few weeks. So that's not really changing for us. Those overnight temperatures are going to be warm. At some point this week, those overnights could get as warm as 90 degrees. So again, keep that in mind. It's just going to be hot. That's the story this week. That's the storyline. So dew points, again, we're 60 today. They're dropping a little bit Tuesday and Wednesday, but they're going to start to pick up Thursday, even more so as we get into the weekend. We are expecting, again, some of that monsoonal moisture starting to come back in as we get into later that week. So again, with those warm temperatures, that humidity, it's going to be feeling steamy out there for Labor Day weekend. So just keep that in mind with whatever plans you have. High pressure system, this is just going to continue to build throughout this week. So Tuesday and Wednesday be more over the Great Basin. Again, bring in that afternoon flow again from the southeast. That is for, again, the middle part of this week. Comfort Air 7-day forecast. Again, we'll stay in the 1-teens really throughout the rest of this weekend into the weekend. But good news, September is right around the corner. Time to birth a baby and also drop those temperatures. We're looking at 106 by next Monday.
Part of their family.
Oh, yeah. I feel like this is an event we should do every weekend because there's so many animals that need to find a happy home. And he looks so cute.
I know, he does look sweet.
Such a beautiful dog.
So if you're interested in Buddy, go check him out.
Looks like a great dog, and dogs are super fun. Let me tell you, they keep you entertained. That's stories for another time. But yes, Peanut is a great dog and also mischievous. Here we are taking a live look at the Walter Clark High 111 cam in Rancho Mirage. Again, clear conditions across the valley today. Again, we saw maybe a cloud or two over those mountains as we went to break. But again, from this look, of their group, like, I'm on the squad car.
You know what would be so funny?
That's amazing.
Oh, that's a good story. All right, we're back at 6 with more. We'll see you then.
Staying hydrated, I mean, you think about, 78 might feel a little bit warmer, but let me tell you from experience, when your power goes out, it gets hot. In my apartment, it happened a few months ago, got to like 88 degrees, and it was toasty in there.
Yeah.
So you'd prefer it to maybe just be a little bit warmer than normal than to have no AC at all. Definitely with those temperatures, like Olivia said, that we are going to be seeing again this week. So we are tracking that excessive heat warning. This is going to start tomorrow at 10 a.m. running through 8 p.m. on Monday. So through the holiday weekend. Now, this is really including the entire region. It's also talking about those coastal cities. We're going to be seeing temperatures in the teens, and you might say to yourself, well, I expect that this time of year, Chloe. I've dealt with those kind of temperatures. Again, they're a little bit above average, but we're talking about the coastal cities too, because they are seeing temperatures that could be 10 to 20 degrees higher than what they normally expect. So, again, while you may be used to those temperatures, it's good to keep in mind, again, like Olivia said, like we were talking about, stay hydrated. Again, do what you can to conserve because it's still hot out there. We talk about that humidity, again, moving in later this week with some monsoonal moisture. Not only are we going to have warm temperatures, but humidity, dew points could reach 70 degrees. So it is going to feel steamy out there. Palm Springs, again, for highs tomorrow, 114 for Palm Springs. We're looking at 113 for La Quinta, Mecca and Thermal, 102 for Banning, so a little bit cooler near the pass. 106 outside still, which is our today's high. Again, high pressure system over the southwest is continuing to build. Again, it's more north than it has been, so that's why we're getting those dry, warm temperatures that we are seeing this week. Again, for right now, winds coming from still that east direction onshore for the pass. Comfortable 3-day forecast, we're looking at 114 for Tuesday, 115 for Wednesday. We're saying the 1-teens through the rest of this week. We'll break down again more we can expect for that weather this weekend, the weekend, in that full forecast coming up.
Welcome back to the show. Chloe, it's hard to believe that this Monday ends in a week that starts September.
I know.
It's crazy.
September starts on Thursday?
Yes,
Yeah,
Thursday?
I know.
Yeah.
I was just looking at my calendar. So I was like, oh my word, we are in September, which, like you keep mentioning, again, we are just right around the corner from fall. Labor Day is this weekend. And selfishly, I'm thinking of the fact that baby is 3 weeks
You're looking
away.
forward to September 20th.
Yes,
All of us are looking forward to fall.
Right, you're looking for cooler temperatures. I'm looking forward to getting my body back. Right now, we're taking a live look at the Walter Clark Highway 11 cam in Rancho Mirage. Again, clear conditions for us here in the valley today, at least from this view. I know there was a few clouds hanging around in the 5 o'clock hour over the mountains. Other than that, though, really clear conditions. A very different scene, again, than what we have really seen over the last few weeks, over a month or so, really. Here's a look at that enhanced satellite at this hour. No need to really show you radar because not a lot is happening. This is showing, again, kind of some cloud coverage. You can see a little bit moving through Arizona and Nevada. But, yeah, here in Southern California, looking at some clear skies across the region today. Today's high, 107. So we did go up a degree from the 5 o'clock show. 107 for the high today. Really around seasonable temperatures for this time of year. Typically, we're looking at 109 as we round out August. 107 is where we hit today. We'll mention for fun, back in 1967, it was 118 degrees. As we look into Tuesday and Wednesday, again, it's going to be warm, but it doesn't look like we're breaking any records. 114 for Palm Springs, 115 for Palm Springs on Wednesday. Again, a few degrees away from those record-breaking numbers back from, it looks like 1984 and 1950 for Palm Springs Thermal. Again, 113, 112 for the next couple of days. We'll mention back in 1950 on Wednesday in Thermal, it was 120 degrees. So while it is going to be warm, it's not those record-breaking numbers we've seen in the past. Here's a look at those temperatures across the valley this hour. 90s up in the high desert, 102 at the base. Triple digits continuing into the low desert. We are just below 80 up in Big Bear. Overnight tonight, again, temperatures pretty consistent. We've had those overnight temperatures be above average. That is staying consistent for this week as well. 86 for Palm Springs, 87 in Palm Desert. And then we got those dew points. Again, we're dropping out to 50 degrees on Wednesday, jumping back up to 60 for Thursday. So again, typically those dew points, we usually see a little bit lower, especially for us here in the desert. So might still feel a bit muggy out there. Then you add in the 1-teens. It's just going to feel hot and steamy this week. So as we get into Tuesday, again, 111 for 115. Again, evening winds, onshore flow, high pressure system Again, over Arizona, bringing in those warm conditions. As we get into Wednesday, again, this really will be building, continuing to build and strengthen over the Great Basin. So again, we'll get a little bit of offshore flow, warm temperatures for this week. Comfort Air's 7-day forecast, again, really staying in the 1-teens for this week with that high pressure system and that ridge really controlling the weather for the southwest. Again, through this week, we'll be in the 1-teens through really the weekend. But good news is we are on track. For now, forecast says we could be cooling down as we get into September. We're looking
outside from our Agua Caliente casino camp and Chloe Carlson and that beautiful sunset.
Hey, what's up? Modeling over here too. Yeah, if you think you were looking at the beginning of the Lion King movie, no, it is in fact the sunset here in the valley. I mean, what a view. A little cloud just hanging over those mountains. Other than that, clear skies. Like I said, looks like the beginning of the Lion King movie to me, so shout out Disney. Again, another reminder, excessive heat warning. This is going through Labor Day weekend, so through the holiday weekend. Warm temperatures all across the region, so again, we're including the coast in that. You can see, again, this warning goes all the way to Fullerton along those coastal cities as well. So temperatures going to be warm. You all know, I know you've all lived here forever, so you're used to those temperatures, but good to keep in mind, stay hydrated out there. Don't be 9 months pregnant running at the peak of the day. I'm definitely not doing that. Temperatures outside 105 in Palm Springs at this hour, so we're starting to cool down for the evening. Winds are coming from the southeast direction. Humidity, excuse the belly there, 20%. As we look into Tuesday, high pressure system, again, this ridge will be building and controlling the weather for the southwest for the remainder of this week. So again, moving a little bit north as we get to Wednesday, but for Tuesday, hanging over Arizona again and bring us in those warm temperatures. Here's a look at those highs across the valley for tomorrow. 114 for Palm Springs, Palm Desert, 113 on the southeast end of the valley. We'll stay in the triple digits up in the high desert, 84 for Big Bear. Comfort Air 3-day forecast. Like I said, those warm temperatures are hanging around all week long. Different than what we saw last week. We are in the 1-teens all throughout this week. 115 for Wednesday, 113 for Thursday. But good news, I always bring you good news. Cooler temperatures could be starting as early as next week.
I've been too excited, but I feel like we kind of, it's just our due diligence here in the valley. We go through some 1-teens. We haven't done it too often. We can make it through this 1 week.
We've been below average. Also, I just want to shout you out. Thank you for calling me an expert. That's, wow, made my Monday.
I meant it.
Okay.
I meant it.
But yeah, you know, we go through those weeks, 1-teens, then we drop down, which is kind of what we're looking at, Olivia, as we get into this week and then next week. We have 1-teens this week, and then we look to drop off, getting into that fall type of weather. Fingers crossed. That's what we're hoping for right now. Expect to see. Things could always change. We are tracking, again, this excessive heat warning going through next Monday, so through Labor Day weekend. Again, temperatures going to be above average for all of the region. When I mean all of the region, not just the valley, we're talking about those coastal cities. So while those temperatures here around the 1-teens, you guys expect those temperatures, again, at the coast, they are going to be 10 to 20 degrees above average is what we are forecasting. So again, really just gonna be extreme heat for a lot of the region for the remainder of this week into the weekend. So just keep that in mind with other Labor Day plans you may have. Just know it's gonna be warm in Southern California. So make sure you're staying hydrated. Again, I haven't really mentioned this, but again, can elevate those fire risks with that low humidity we are seeing this week and those warm temperatures. Here's the high for tomorrow, 114. For Palm Springs, we're looking at 113 on the southeast end of the valley. Again, near the pass, a little bit cooler, 102 in Banning, 101 in Beaumont. Here's the temperature outside at this hour, 97 degrees. Again, winds coming from the northwest direction. And then again, yeah, for today, high pressure system just to the northeast of us building, which will give us those warm temperatures we will see this week. Comfort Air 3-day forecast, again, 114 for Tuesday, even warmer for Wednesday. We'll be in the 1-teens for the remainder of this week. We'll break down again more we can expect for the week and the weekend, and that full forecast coming up. Dogs give you, they love to love, you know, so just to have that, you know, I know that he would be just such a loving dog.
Yes.
Whoever home.
So maybe if you missed Clear the Shelters, Buddy's still waiting and he would love a new home. So
what a great name, Buddy.
Yeah. Just keep him in the AC this week, please.
There you go. Exactly. Yeah. If you're going to adopt him, not the time to take him out and see how far he can run. Let's save that for another week in October. Right now we're taking a live look at the Walter Clark High 111 cam in Rancho Mirage. Again, quite a calm evening out there. calm skies, calm winds, calm traffic. Not a lot going on in our Walter Clark. It's just very peaceful, which is great for Monday night. I'll take that. We don't need the craziness. And same story for that enhanced satellite, too. Again, you can see maybe a cloud or two kind of moving, to the east of us. But other than that, really just clear conditions for Southern California today. And that's a trend that we'll see continue for this week. Very different from what we were talking about last week. Monsoonal moisture really affecting us for the past few weeks. Cloud coverage, right? Cumulus clouds. Not the case this week. We are back to that desert feel we know and love here in the valley. Today's high, 107, so right around average for this time of year, just a couple degrees below that. We'll jump above as we get into tomorrow. Typically, those temperatures are around 109. Here's a look at what we're expecting to see again Tuesday and Wednesday for Palm Springs, both Palm Springs and Thermal. While we are going to be experiencing some warm temperatures, probably not going to be breaking records, which is okay with me. Back in 1984, it was 119 tomorrow for Palm Springs, 117 in Thermal. We're not going to reach that. We're forecasting 114 for Tuesday, 113 in Thermal. Let's take a look at those temperatures across the valley at this hour. 80s up in the high desert at this hour. We're staying mostly in the 90s for the low deserts, 89 in the southeast end of the valley in Coachella, 72 in Banning. Overnight temperatures, again, pretty consistent with what we've been seeing over the past couple of weeks. So below average temperatures past couple of weeks during the daytime. Above average temperatures overnight. That continues. 86 for Palm Springs tonight, 87 in Palm Desert. Dew points, again, not dropping too much. We're looking at 60 degrees Monday, 50 for today, 55 again for Tuesday. We'll drop to 50 for Wednesday, building back up. We could see some monsoonal moisture moving back into the region as we get into Friday. So unfortunately, along with those warm temperatures, also might feel a little bit muggy out there. So steamy temperatures as we get into that holiday weekend. So for tomorrow, again, 111 to 115 again for those temperatures. That high pressure system is going to stay to the east of us. That continues into Wednesday. Again, going to be more so over the Great Basin, bringing in those winds. Again, really just bringing in a drier air mass, bringing in those warm temperatures. So very hot. We have on this surface map here 112 to 116 for our Wednesday. That looks to be, again, the warmest day this week. But it's going to feel warm all week long. Comfort Air 7-day forecast. Again, 114 tomorrow, 115 peaking that heat on Wednesday. We're staying in the 1-teens for the rest of the week into the weekend. But like I said, September is starting on Thursday. Cooler temperatures could be on the way by September 6th, 107 by next Monday. Two cats thrown in with it.
And hopefully a new loving owner who will take care of them.
Exactly.
That would be great. We'll see you guys tomorrow.